Hello everyone, my name is Matthew, and this is Learn the Lingo. Welcome to lesson 53 of Hebrew Basics, a series where we learn the essentials of Hebrew grammar. Over the course of this series, we've learned that all Hebrew verbs, as well as most nouns and adjectives, come from roots. A root is some letters in a certain order that make a general idea. You can add different prefixes, suffixes, and vowels to these root letters to make a word with a specific meaning within that root's general meaning. So far, we've seen roots made up of 3 letters, which are by far the most common. However, there are also many roots that have 4 letters, and today we're going to see a couple and learn how to make them into verbs. One very common type of 4-letter roots are roots that have 2 letters that are doubled, like the root beit zayin, which has a meaning of wasting. Many Hebrew verbs that were borrowed from another language are made with 4-letter roots, like tet, lamed, peh, nun, whose consonant root letters, t, l, f, n, were taken from the English word telephone. The verb from this root means to call someone on the telephone. Today we'll begin to see how to make these 4-letter roots into verbs. 4-letter roots mostly appear in only 3 binyanim, or verb constructions. The pl, which we have learned, the pual, which is the passive form of the pl, and the hitpa'el, which is the reflexive binyan. Since we already know the pl binyan, today we'll learn how 4-letter roots can be put into it. This may seem like a lot more to learn, since we've only learned how to put the vowels of the pl onto 3 root letters. Fortunately for us, there is a handy trick we can use to take what we already know about 3-letter roots in the pl and apply that to 4-letter roots. To see how, let's make the infinitive to waste from the root beit zayin. Like any pl infinitive, this starts with a lamed with shva, that means to. Then comes the first root letter beit with a patach, followed by the second root letter zayin. With 3-letter roots, the second root letter in a pl infinitive should have a dagesh and sere. But here's the trick. With 4-letter roots, we skip over the second root letter and only add a shva to it. It's the third root letter, the second beit, that gets that dagesh and sere. The word ends with the 4th root letter zayin. That makes the verb lavazbez, to waste. Let's compare this to ladaber, to speak, a regular pl infinitive from the 3-letter root dalet beit resh. Both infinitives have a patach on their first root letter and a dagesh and sere on either the second or third root letter. In lavazbez, those vowel markings skip over the second root letter zayin, which only has a shva. Let's see this again with the root tet, lamed, peh, nun. We'll make the infinitive to call on the telephone. We start with a lamed with shva, to, followed by the first root letter tet with patach. With 4-letter roots, the second root letter, the lamed, only gets a shva, and the third root letter peh gets the same vowel markings as the second root letter of our 3-letter root, the dagesh and sere. We end with the 4th root letter nun, latalpen, to call on the telephone. Let's say we do not want to waste the juice. We is anachnu, not is lo, and want can be the masculine plural form of the kal present tense, rotzim. To waste is lavazbez, and the juice is hamitz. Hamitz is the definite direct object of the verb lavazbez, so the definite direct object marker et goes before it. Anachnu lo rotzim lavazbez et hamitz. We do not want to waste the juice. Anachnu lo rotzim lavazbez et hamitz. Let's end today by translating the sentence, I need to call my mom, where the I is a man. I is ani, need in masculine singular form is tzarich, and to call, as in call on the phone, is latalpen. In Hebrew, the preposition el will go before whoever you're calling on the phone, which is ima, mom, sheli, of me. Ima sheli, my mom. אני צריך לטלפן אל אמא שלי. I need to call my mom. אני צריך לטלפן אל אמא שלי. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share. And if you want to learn more Hebrew, please consider subscribing to my channel and checking out some of my other videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.